Excellent. Now we have our Kali Linux machine and our Metasploitable machine. So we should be able to start running assessments between the two of them. However, we need to conduct an extra step before all this happens because by default, VirtualBox creates a network, a virtual network for each virtual machine in the system. That said, for the Kali Linux machine, VirtualBox created a network. And for the Metasploitable machine, VirtualBox created a different network. This is very good for security in general terms because every virtual machine is running in an isolated environment. However, in this very specific use case, it's not desirable because we want these two machines to be able to communicate with each other. To solve this problem, we would need to create intentionally a new virtual network. And after we create this network, we should be affiliating these two machines to that network. How can we do that? In this case, we click File, Tools, and Network Manager. Okay, this is working for the most recent versions of VirtualBox. Before, in some previous versions, you could access this menu through File and Preferences. Okay, and there was a network window. However, for the most recent versions, it would be again File, Tools, Network Manager. Once we are here, we look for the second tab, that is NAT Networks. There are many ways to do this. However, this is the one we recommend for this exercise. And once you are here in the NAT Networks tab, you click this button Create, and that's it. It creates a new network and you can start using it right away. One thing I would like to change here, just for clarity, in case I'm doing more testing with VirtualBox, is changing the name of this network so I know when to use it and when not. I will call it the SAFETAG lab and apply. Perfect. If for some reason you are not seeing this panel below, you can just double click the network and this will appear. But great, now we are ready with our network, and now we need to configure each one of the machines we want inside that network to work with it. So we click the first machine, in this case the Kali Linux machine. I will click Settings, and in this window that appears, I will click in the network section and I will change this configuration. Okay, it may be a little bit confusing because we just created a NAT network, and here is it says NAT, but you can't actually click anything here. No problems. Here we just look for NAT network, and when we choose NAT network, we'll have here our only NAT network created. In case we created many of them, we can choose them. However, it's just fine. It's the only one we created, so it's already there. We click OK, and that's it. The Kali Linux is configured, and now we need to configure the Metasploitable one the same way. We click the machine, Settings, and in the network section, we change NAT to NAT network, and we click OK. So now we have these two machines in the same network. The next step would be testing if they can communicate with each other indeed, if we did a good configuration.